Oh, Nelly, it's the first day of the weight loss challenge and shit is getting real. We are getting real in here. Ikaika packed his lunch.
I'm hungry.
I had a yogurt for breakfast this morning. I've made it like a goal every morning to do like a little quick wake up workout. That's just like 10 to 15 minutes, and then I have a little breakfast. And then, I get my day on, and then I'll do like a workout later in the afternoon, maybe like 30 to 40 minutes, depending on. I told Amanda, like, hey, listen, I know that our time together is usually like Rosie goes to bed, we watch a movie, we sit on the couch. During that movie watching time, when she's usually on her phone anyway, and I'm usually looking for TikToks for this show, we're going to have to change that to Josh Macuga workout time. So this is the weight loss challenge has started. I'm starting off hot this weekend. I got to go on vacation with Amanda's family in Palm Springs. It's going to be hot. Everybody's going to be drinking by the pool. I'm just going to have to be drinking ice water. Anybody in the chat, and it's great to see everybody. The pleasure's all on this side of the table. And again, I want to give a really special thanks to Jersey Girl Lori, who's in the chat right now. I can see her. Yesterday was her birthday. She's amazing. We had a nice exchange on Instagram this morning. She told me the amazing story of the people from Baskets of Pittsburgh and how kind they are. And one of the people from Baskets of Pittsburgh reached out to me and said, we loved your video, and they're going to post it on their Instagram. And tears were real, very heartfelt. I'm continuing to go through some stuff in my life that is very personal to me, and I will just leave it at that. But on Monday's show, everybody was so kind. I've had so many messages, and that Basket of Pittsburgh really was something very, very special to me, and I will never forget it. That somebody on their birthday sent something to me that really is, I miss home. Of course I do. I miss my friends. I miss my family. Should have said family first there, right, Ikaika? I miss my family.
Family last, because it's the most important.
Oh, right. Okay. Is that what they say in Fast and Furious?
I don't know. I don't watch those movies.
You don't?
No.
Oh, they're pretty good.
No, they're not.
So I just want to thank Jersey Girl Lori and the Baskets of Pittsburgh for making that happen. If I could live in Pittsburgh and do what I do, I would. But I don't think that Amanda would want to live in Pittsburgh. And my brother and his family and Amanda's family are all out here on the West Coast. And I can get to Pittsburgh. So it being there and knowing that it's there means everything. And I think a lot of people probably feel that for their hometown. Maybe they don't. Maybe their hometown is where they are now, and they're happy with that. But let me tell you, doesn't mean I'm not going to bring up Pittsburgh all the time, okay? Because when somebody's from Pittsburgh, I'm going to tell you about it, okay?
Oh, we know.
I'm going to tell you about it. Okay, so listen, in that Basket of Pittsburgh, this is my new Bible, okay? This is the Pittsburghese Bible, okay? This is by a woman. This is from the complete guy from the Heinz History Center. And for those that don't know, okay, here's a picture of Pittsburgh on the inside cover in what year, Ikaika? 1886. 1886.
So when it was founded?
No, I think it was in the 1700s because we were Fort Pitt during the Revolutionary War. We were a very integral part of the winning effort of the Revolutionary War, beating the English, the Redcoats, all the way back across the pond. Okay, we got 3 rivers downtown, and them ships were coming up and down them. They were supplying supply lines for the Revolutionary War. George Washington was out there putting French fries on his sandwich, crossing the rivers and boats and that. I mean, he learned how to cross the Delaware by crossing the Ohio, the Allegheny, and Monongahela. Everybody knows that. Okay.
Did you just make up words there?
No, those are the 3 rivers.
Oh.
Ohio, the Allegheny, and the
You
Monongahela.
just said it so fast. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's the thing about Pittsburgh is we talk real quick.
Know.
Real quick. Sammy Mendoza says, that's how I feel about El Paso. Think you could tell. Yeah, we love you, Sammy. I love driving through El Paso. I need a tour from Sammy Leon Mendoza about El Paso. That's what I need. Sammy, next time I'm coming through El Paso, I'm staying at your house, okay? I'm meeting you and his family. We're hanging out. You're going to take me some good restaurants, hanging out, but that's got to be after the weight loss challenge because right now we are in it. We are in it. Day 1 of the weight loss challenge. So here's what I'm doing in the morning. Doing a quick little workout with Rosie, like some bicep curls with the baby, some shoulder presses with the baby, some twists with the baby, maybe some push-ups. Whenever she tried avocado this morning, it didn't go that well. Well, we're trying to get her to learn how to like put the food in her mouth.
Mm.
Okay, and she's not getting that just yet.
She has a little bib with a little pocket, right?
She does. Oh, and everything falls in there. I posted a little video of her. If you guys want to support the program, you can do that. You can go to Super Chat. Can you open Streamlabs? Apparently, we got a Streamlabs yesterday that I didn't get to for Allison. Somebody reached out and told me that, and I would like to maybe read that if we have it. And you can Super Chat. You can Supercharge right here on the program. While Ikaika is bringing that up, I do want to mention, we're going to mention it every day until it goes live and every day when it's live. We got that Kickstarter coming for Futility, guys. Get ready. Because if you want the coolest board game that's ever been released, because I guarantee there it is. It's coming soon on Kickstarter. Get ready. Get ready. Here I come. Sebastian Felix says, hey, Josh, the Steelers play tonight. Preseason football is very tough to watch for me because I'm very excited about the season, but I also get so invested in Steeler games. Anyway, I'll get that. Futility, the Kickstarter is coming soon, so get ready. Tell your people, tell your friends, anybody that you know that plays board games, your family that plays board games. This isn't like, hey, I watched this morning show with this bald guy from Pittsburgh who lives in Los Angeles that raises his voice all the time and tells a lot of personal stories and gets emotional and has a lot of his friends on and they do silly stuff. They're like, why would I watch that? Well, you can tell them because it's a good time. It's fine. They can watch a show. We'd love them to watch a show. But if they play board games, they don't even have to. They play board games. They do like a family game night. They do a friend game night. They go on a ski trip. They go on a summer vacation, a Friday night, a Saturday night. Have some friends over. Instead of going to a bar, you guys have some wine at home and you play Futility. It's the funnest. It's the most fun, funniest game you'll ever play. This, I promise you, we have some amazing things. It's going to be a ton of fun.
I have the one from 4:47 yesterday that we didn't get to.
So what time?
4:47
p.m.
Yeah.
I'm super chat. Did I miss it? What was the Streamlabs? Was it from
It was from Joseph Curran.
Okay.
He said, "Hey guys, good luck to you all in this challenge. Good luck to you guys participating in the weight loss challenge. Josh, I'm really sorry that you're going through a tough time. Thank you guys for everything. Riley, will Riley's Cantina be back next week?"
Riley's Cantina will be back next week. Shout out to Mark Riley. He's having a personal day today. He needs some positive vibes, some prayers. However you send thoughts, love, all that kind of stuff, send them to Mark Riley today. He needs them. But Riley's Cantina will be back on Tuesday. And thank you. Who was that again? Brendan? No.
Joseph Curran.
Joseph Curran. Thank you, Joseph Curran. Very kind of you and very nice of you to say about me. I really appreciate it. But back to Pittsburghese, okay? So, as you know, sometimes I'll do a Pittsburgh category on Josh Purdy. So there will be a Pittsburgh category on Josh Purdy this week because my wife is on the show against the one and only Mike Falzone. Now, Mike Falzone and I, good buddy, go way back, a legend, and Amanda's a little nervous, right? And also this is the first time we're doing a pre-taped Josh Purdy, so it's not going to be live, but we are going to premiere it at 2 p.m. Amanda and I are going to go to Palm Springs a little bit early, take a little time for ourselves. But Josh Purdy will be at 2 p.m. It just won't be live. And if you always watch live, we love that. Thank you. It'll premiere. You guys can see it. You can watch it at your leisure. You can watch it live at 2. You can also send those tips in like a super chat, but you can do that on a video now. YouTube offers that, so that's pretty cool. Regardless, there will be a Pittsburgh category, and my wife better step up because she's been listening to Pittsburghese from me for a long time. Okay? And I think we should do that celebrity food one again.
Yeah, I think that should be every week.
That's a really good one. We might run out of celebrities, but we'll never run out of puns. Never run out of puns. I want to give a shout out real quick. Lucy Redmond said, I'm from some town I never heard of. Here we go. Lucy Redmond says, I'm proud to be from Honaker. LOL, even though nobody knows where that is. Lucy, where is Honaker? That is an awesome name for a town. What's the moniker in Honaker? Ikaika? What is it?
Be happy.
Probably.
I don't know.
I think you need a bumper sticker that says honk if you're from Honaker. That's a pretty good one. All right. So tomorrow, Mike Falzone versus my amazing wife, Amanda Macuga. And I'm pretty sure I'll be having Rosie in a baby carrier the entire episode. So it may have to be the fastest game show on the internet while Rosie's in there because either she falls asleep or she gets a little fussy sometimes, or I just hold her the whole time. Regardless, Rosie's going to be on the show tomorrow as well. And guess what? Tomorrow morning, guess who's back, Ikaika? Mark Ellis in the building. Whoop. He hasn't been here in a minute. Oh, Lucy Redmond says Honecker. Honecker. I don't. I kind of like Honecker better. Even though that's not how you pronounce it. Honecker. Honecker. Okay, got it. Haskell 420 says Pittsburgh categories: Pittsburgher, Pittsburgh, foods with pits you don't mind eating. I like that, foods with pits you don't mind eating. Pretty good.
You know what I'm thinking?
What's he at?
I need to get the Hawaiian Pigeon Bible book, which is Hawaiian slang.
Oh, wait, what's the Hawaiian pigeon?
A pigeon, Pidgin. That's like the slang.
Oh.
So it's like a mix of like Hawaiian, English, Chinese, Portuguese.
Gotcha.
Together.
Lucy Redmond tells me Honecker is in the western corner of Virginia.
Oh.
Nicely. Okay, so one thing I wanted to get to today before our amazing guest, Ray Austin. Now, you might know Ray if you watch the FCF show every Thursday this afternoon at 3 p.m. on twitch.tv/FCF, which I co-host with Patrick Dees, one of the founders of the league, Ray Austin, one of the also founders of the league. He's also the commissioner, and my buddy Jeff Kanata. You know Ray from there. If not, you'll love Ray. He was a former professional football player, Chicago Bears, New York Jets, and just a really positive, motivational dude. He's an actor, a model as well. He's got an amazing pit bull, and he's a great dude. So look forward to that. Around 9:30, he's going to be on, and then today, the afternoons is at 4:30. Afternoons is at 4:30 with Josh Ken and Amanda will be here, and I believe Rosie. So Rosie back-to-back days here on the channel. Our little girl's getting some screen time. She's a little sweetheart.
I'll teach her how to use the cameras and stuff.
She can just start switching the show.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Maybe teach her the recorder, too. Stanley Mendoza says ours is just Spanglish, which I'm guessing is the El Paso slang, right? It's like a mix of Mexican or of Spanish and English, right?
Isn't that the Adam Sandler movie that was like meh?
I actually like Spanglish. I thought that was pretty good with the Penelope Cruz looking woman. She looks like Penelope Cruz. She's like gorgeous. They're both gorgeous.
Penelope Cruz?
It's not Penelope Cruz. It's a woman that isn't Penelope Cruz, but she's gorgeous like Penelope Cruz. And Adam Sandler's good in it too.
I'm gonna look it up.
And Tia Leone from Bad Boys, the first Bad Boys.
Jurassic Park 3.
Oh, she's in that. I see. I've never seen past Jurassic Park, and then I watched Jurassic World, and I was like, all right, it's pretty good. It wasn't Jurassic. Jurassic Park is. I mean, that's a top movie all time. Not in my list, but I'll never not watch it. All right. So a lot of people tweeted at me yesterday because there was some news that broke that Mike Richards is going to be the host of Jeopardy. In serious talks is what it said, in advanced negotiations to become the permanent host, which means he's going to be the permanent host. If you saw that on Twitter and it said Jeopardy in advanced negotiations with Josh Macuga to become permanent host, it means they're just working out contract details and how much he's going to get paid. So the guy is now 2 line items on Jeopardy, right? Now, thank you, okay. Now listen, this is the positivity report, and I want everybody to be positive. And those that know that since I was 10 years old, my dream has to be the next host of Jeopardy, right? Like, that's my dream job. And sometimes, you know what? Today was, I've tried my GD hardest to be the next host of Jeopardy. I host shows. I have been on TV. I tweet. I made a campaign. I made a teaser video for myself. A little known fact. And now I can probably say this because they didn't. Will McLean says, did he guest host? Yeah, he was the second guest host. And I will say this. Listen, I'm sure Mike Richards is a good guy. Maybe I don't know. I don't know him personally. And everybody's like, what do you think Alex would think? I would never speak for the GOAT. Okay, and the GOAT never said anything bad about anybody. Mike Richards was not his executive producer for long. Mike Richards stepped in after Harry, the longtime EP of Jeopardy, stepped down, retired. I think during before Alex's last season on the show. So maybe Alex was only around for like 100 of Mike Richards' EPing of his episodes. Maybe fewer. I don't know the exact number. But I'll say this. Listen, it's been my dream since I was 12. And maybe in 5 to 8 years, maybe Mike Richards doesn't want to keep hosting anymore, and I get asked to do it. Maybe a woman gets asked to do it, which I think would be an amazing thing. Maybe a person of color would be asked to do it, and I think that's an amazing thing as well. I think it's a dream job for a lot of people out there. I just happen to be probably the most vocal one about it, next to LeVar Burton. LeVar Burton got a shot. And I thought he did a great job. I think Jeopardy's been great the last couple weeks. They've been sitting on my DVR because I'm watching all the Olympics. And I think it's, and the internet is responding in kind, right? And I think a lot of people are responding in kind, that it's a strange move by Jeopardy to make Mike Richards the host. But Mike Richards is the executive producer. So if Mike Richards wants to name the host himself, he's got that right. Now let me give you pros and cons. Let me give you pros and cons. I don't want to say he's got that right, but he has that ability. I don't want to say it's a right because it's not a right. He's got that ability. Okay, he can go to Sony Pictures and say, "Listen, I know the game. You don't have to train a host. There won't be a big learning curve for it, right? Which I think a lot of people were worried about. I thought all the guest hosts did an amazing job because you know what? When you've done this long enough, like I have, when you step into a host chair, it's comfortable. It's not foreign when you get to read things. Like Aaron Rodgers, I think, had the hardest time, but he's an NFL quarterback. He's not a host, and I still think he did a pretty good job. I still don't know who did his hair. It was weird, but I think he did a great job. He did a good job. And I don't want to critique anybody. I just don't. Aaron Rodgers beat my Steelers in the Super Bowl, so I got a little thing. I'm allowed to have it. Yeah. You guys a Green Bay Packer fan. What am I going to freaking do? Okay. I think that, and my one of the best around, Annalise is in the chat. Annalise, if you guys don't know her, you can see her there. Welcome Annalise to this chat because she's one of the best. She runs content, does a ton of stuff behind the scenes for fan-controlled football, and she always has a smile on her face. She's always positive. She's an amazing person. So what I will say is that it is strange. It's okay. I'll say it like this. Let's just say Ben Roethlisberger got hurt. There are 52 players on a football team that could step in. Even if you wanted the offensive tackle, maybe the offensive tackle has thrown a football. He played football growing up. At one point, he may have been a quarterback, okay? But if Bill Belichick was like, you know what, I'm going to quarterback for the rest of the season, probably forever, it would be a strange move. Right? Like it would kind of be a bold move. Let's just say the waiter. No, that's not gonna work. But I think you guys get what I'm saying here is that, and there's been some funny jokes on the Mike Richards thing. Here's the thing. Mike Richards has hosted a game show before. He was on a show on the Game Show Network. I forget what it was called, but it was a game show, and he was the host of it. And from what I understand, I've never seen it. From what I understand, he did a great job. He started, I think, at Merv Griffin Enterprises, or maybe he started at Dick Clark Productions. I don't know the guy's exact history, okay? But he's been in the game for a bit. Executive produced game shows, then got on the Wheel of Fortune, was the backup executive producer for some things, and then got the call up, right? And he was prepared to be the executive producer. And he's hosted game shows. Being a good host is hard. It's hard to do. It's not easy. To be able to sit up here and to host a show about eating history and to host a show about happy hours, you got to bring energy all of the time. You have to be genuine. I give you guys every week, I give you 100% me. I'm not being anybody else. There's no point, right? I'm me. And so that comes across when people host shows. And when people are fakish, you can tell. And those people don't last long. So, and I don't think Mike Richards was being fakish. I think that when he did guest host, he did a fine job. He did a good job. I think, personally, I would bring a different energy than Jeopardy has ever seen, right? I think I would. And maybe Jeopardy needs that. Maybe they don't. Maybe that's not what they wanted. Maybe they did all these guest hosts to just give us, a buffet of what we liked and could have. And now we're going to go back to a solid, consistent guy week in and week out. Because it is, as Alex always said, it's about the contestants. It's about making the contestants good. I personally kind of disagree. That's just me kind of being selfish. But in order to make that show run, the host has to be on his game week in and week out. And guess who was? Alex Trebek. Week in, week out. Those interviews, there aren't many people that could deftly maneuver through those interviews with people that aren't used to being on camera, have 2 minutes to 3 minutes max for that whole 3-person thing. So like 30 seconds of a story. Oh, tell me about that time you fell in a creek with a balloon in your hand. And like, oh yeah, so this happened. And they're nervous. And then Alex or somebody has to give you a quick-witted response. That's tough. It's not easy. I think Jeopardy could use a little bit of energy, a little unique like flair. Listen, nobody was asking for Emeril Lagasse, and he came in and changed the chef world. I think you can look at chefs on TV. You had Yin Can Cook, who was awesome. Then you had Emeril Lagasse legitimately change the game. There was guys like Bobby Flay, and who's that creepy guy that got Me Too'd because he was a real bad dude? Mario Batali. They were good chefs. Anthony Bourdain kind of changed the game. But really and truly, if you go back to the derivation of it all, it was Emeril Lagasse and everything. Because in the kitchen, he was a magnet for energy, right? People watched Alex Trebek because he was good at his job. He had something about him that was great. When you tune into Jeopardy, you tune in for some questions, some high-paced trivia, fast-paced trivia, and you tune in for the host. You do. You can say all you want. The contestants are the stars. Ken Jennings a star. James Holzhauer a star. This guy right now who's winning, he's crushing. Those guys become stars. A lot of people kind of fade into the background. But what stays and to be the James Earl Jones of the situation, the constant through all the years have been baseball. Okay? The constant through all the years has been Alex Trebek. And he was the greatest of all time. He was the GOAT. Excuse me. And I have the unique pleasure to be, now I consider myself friends with Gene Trebek. We email. They're coming back on to do Joshpardy. His daughter Emily might come in as well. I'm working with Emily on a little HGTV pitch. And that constant is not there anymore. So filling that void is impossible, right? You're never going to be able to fill the void of the greatest of all time. It's really hard to fill any kind of void when somebody's been into a position like that for so long, right? Like when Pat Sajak leaves Wheel of Fortune, that void is going to be gigantic, but it's different than the Alex Trebek thing.
Yeah, it's like Drew Carey when he took over for Bob Barker.
Correct. Right? It's when Jay Leno took over for Johnny Carson. You know, a lot of people left the show. They went to David Letterman or whatever. Now there's a ton of late night shows. Jimmy Fallon, all this kind of stuff. Here's the thing. Let's just say on an episode of Saturday Night Live, Lorne Michaels just said, hey, I'm going to be the host from now on. That's similar to what Mike Richards is doing. Now, SNL is a lot different, obviously, and they get celebrity hosts every week and all that kind of stuff. But really, the executive producer stepping into this role, it doesn't happen ever. I think this is the first time I've ever seen this happen. And so for this to happen, obviously, the immediate response is vitriol. That's what we always get. He can't do that. He can do whatever that he wants to do if he wants to do that. Stepping into the Jeopardy role, listen, I've been waiting for that moment my whole life. It's why I started Joshpardy. It's why I want to host a game show. It's why I think I'd be a very good host of a game show, because I know that my unique brand of being me, it kind of works that way. I'm not being cocky or anything. I just know that I've set myself up for success. I've worked hard to be in this position that if they brought me onto Jeopardy or they asked me to be a guest host or anything like that, I would treat it very seriously because it's a dream situation, but I would also treat it in a very Josh Macuga situation, very Josh Macuga way. I think there's ways that you can do some really fun stuff with that show while keeping it still the same. It wouldn't go to Joshpardy. We're not doing either. This is like the pinnacle, the zenith of trivia in our country, in America. So it's not frustrating for me. I'm gonna be honest. It's not frustrating. Dreams are sometimes crushed, and you dust yourself off and you go. Okay. That the dream of mine to be the next host of Jeopardy right now is on a back burner. It doesn't mean that I still won't tweet Jeopardy and would love if you all tweeted Jeopardy. I love seeing my name brought up on like the variety articles or the rap articles. I think that's an amazing thing. And I can't tell you that I do not take the love for granted that all of you have for the silly things that I do. The Josh Macuga for Jeopardy thing is not silly to me. Like that's legitimately my dream. So me chasing that dream is never going to end. But this morning I dusted myself off and I said, you know what? if the executive producer is going to name himself the next host of Jeopardy via Sony Pictures TV, that's what he's going to do. And I go and I keep doing what I do. Keep my head down, make good content, be a good person, and hopefully the world returns in kind. And that's all I can do. That's my piece on Jeopardy.
You know who would be good?
Who's that? Dick Tips.
Oh, it muted. Damn it. Yes. Because he's a... Never mind.
He's the GOAT. He's the Is it San Antonio? Is that where we are? Where was it in Texas?
Yes.
San Antonio?
Why is it not playing?
Damn. Is our sound off?
No, it's not working on.
Could have had a really good Dick Tips joke in there.
Yeah.
Great to see everybody in chat. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where to go from that rant on Jeopardy. It wasn't a rant. It was just me telling you guys my thoughts on it. Because it happened. Graham Schwartz says Dick Tips for Jeopardy. Yep. Trey T says, are we starting with Dick Tips again? No,
He's
no.
CEO. He's not executive.
He's the CEO. Kingsport Cow says the Josh for Jeopardy sticker is on my laptop. Yeah, I still got a few of them left here. I'll send you guys some. I still got some buttons too, and I'll bring them to any live show and I'll throw them out in the crowd. One at I think it was Star Wars Celebration Chicago that I just threw. No, that's wrong. It was a schmodown here at the L Portal when we first launched the Josh Macuga for Jeopardy, and I had my pockets lined with the buttons. And I just took a handful and just launched them into the crowd. And I heard some girl go, ow! It was out of a movie. It was legitimately like a David Wayne Wet Hot American Summer situation where I was like, ow, that hit me. So yeah, I mean, hey, Family Feud has had 5 or 6 different hosts. They had Jay Peterman and they had Al Borland and they had, the guy that got in all that trouble.
Louis Anderson.
Was Louis Anderson Family Feud?
Mm-hmm.
That's right, he was. And now Steve Harvey is
he's the best.
Steve Harvey's amazing. As bad of the stories that I know about the guy from friends that I had to deal with him, still doesn't mean I can't enjoy the crap out of
his reaction
Family
alone just
Feud.
makes...
I know. He's great. It's that mustache and it's his reaction and those gigantic suits he wears.
The best is someone was like, name a word after pork. And the guy's like, cupine.
That's a good one. Did you see the NFL one when Bruce Smith was up there and they were like, name something that your wife does with whatever, and he just goes, boop. It was like the fast one. He goes, penis. and Steve Harvey, it took him a second. He's like, wait, what did you just say? Dude, you gotta look. It's the funniest moment maybe in the history.
There's another one. It's like a preacher's daughter, and it's like, name something you don't swallow, and she says what you think.
Yeah.
And he just looks at her like, this is a family show.
Oh, it's so good. Really, really good. Can you turn on the AC for me real quick? Do you mind?
Yeah,
Thanks,
it is
buddy.
on.
Is it? I get so hot. Oh, it's a Wednesday. The weight loss challenge is real. We thank everybody for watching that yesterday. Because we got it. Also, if anybody doesn't know this, and if this is your first time watching the show, welcome. Love you guys. You guys can get this show in audio podcast form. It's on Blue Wire. The feed is out there. We're on Spotify. You can also get the afternoons. Casterly Talk is coming back next week. That's Ken's Game of Thrones podcast. If you're going to listen to a Game of Thrones podcast, you should listen to Ken. He's really good. And it's awesome. I listened to Casterly Talk because for those that don't know, and I'll tell you guys a quick story. There's a lot of people that are on here don't know me from Collider. They might not know me. Some of the people may know me from Collider. Maybe they just whatever. But if you don't, Collider was a channel we all worked at together back in the day, and so I was the host of TV Talk, which meant that I was hosting a lot of other shows about TV. Now, when they came to me for the Game of Thrones show, I said I don't think it's a good idea. Because I don't read the books, and I know this fandom is insane. And I find this show very hard to watch because I have to constantly rewatch the episode 3 or 4 times. Because I didn't, dude, like those first couple seasons of Game of Thrones, I had no idea. And I was asking Ken all of the time. So wait, who's that? And what's he do?
There's so many characters.
So many. And they would keep introducing them.
Yeah.
And then you'd be in a town, and I didn't know where anything was. I had to look at maps. I got books. Anyway, so I said I don't think it'd be a good idea, but they put me in the host chair anyway. Turns out old Josh Macuga was right. It wasn't a good idea because I said some things that were incorrect. And I never said I was a Game of Thrones expert. And I never said I read the books. And I started every episode with that. And I tried to hand it off to my other co-hosts as best that I could. But my other co-hosts left me out to dry. It wasn't like the Tobey Maguire interview, which nobody will ever see again, where I left myself out to dry. No. This was my other co-hosts not correcting me or helping me out. Okay? They didn't help me out. And I forget who was on that show. I think John Roca and Dennis Zen maybe and somebody else. There's 4 people on the show. Nobody else corrected me. Nobody said anything. But I was the one because I was the face. And I'll be the face. I will take the punch in the face. Okay? I will take it. But some of the things that were said to me in that chat on that episode of Phone a Throne, I think we called it. No, it wasn't that. It was like I don't remember what it was. It was like a Game of Thrones thing. It was just like the Game of Thrones after show. I don't think we were even like putting a funny name on it. Although Phone a Throne is pretty damn good. Let me call Ken real quick. Let me see if he likes that. Can nap suck? Is Ray in there yet?
Nope.
Okay.
Did you send him the link?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
I'm gonna snack on my veggie straws.
Oh, are you gonna do it into the microphone? Okay. Oh, nicely done. Let's see if he answers. Come on, Ken. Do it in the chat. Let me know. Oh, Matt the Beard Man with a super chat. Thank you, Matt.
Hello.
Hey, buddy. You're on the
buddy.
You're on the positivity report right now.
Oh, I love it. Big fan.
Thanks, man. I'm a big fan of you. Hey, I came up with a fun idea for a show. What do you think of this? Okay.
Yeah.
It's called Phone a Throne, and it's a Game of Thrones show.
Right. I heard the throne part. Huh? What's the log line?
I don't. Are you having trouble with Game of Thrones? Phone a Throne, and we just take phone calls about Game of Thrones, and it's like a love line for Game of Thrones.
I mean, look, I don't think this is a bad idea. I am in the bodatorium trying to catch up to Ikaika.
So
I might be in a vulnerable state, is what I'm saying.
Okay, got it. All right, well, think about Phone a Throne. Phones and Thrones?
Phones and Thrones. All right. You're doing the Lord's work today.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. All righty, then. Ken Knapsack, everybody. I'll see you soon, buddy. He just hung up.
Man, his phone sounds good.
I know. Well, I got a new phone.
Oh.
I got a new one. I got the iPhone, I don't know, the number. But
So you get internet now.
Let me tell you a quick story. I do get internet. I got 5G in here in these bitches. I shouldn't have said that like that. Matt the Beard Man says, how do I get a Josh Macuga for Jeopardy button? Thanks for the super chat, Matt. We love you, buddy. I'm hoping you're enjoying that track and field during the Olympics, because I've been loving it. Although, did you see our men's 4x100 relay didn't make the finals?
Nope.
They came in like 5th. We got beat by Canada, China, Jamaica, maybe even Norway or Sweden or something. I mean, we got 6th place in our heat. Didn't even make the finals. That one hurt. But did you see our shot put guys? Our shot put guys came in 1-2. And so the guy that came in, the guy that holds the world record got the silver. The guy that won gold back in 2016. Okay. The guy that got in silver, who has the gold record, his name is Joe Kovacs, Kovacs. It's a good, I think that's Serbian maybe, or Polish of some sort. And by the way, Matt the Beard Man, I will send you a button. You just got to Streamlabs me your address, or I think we may have it from the Picks and Sticks. But regardless, send it to me again so I can send it out to you. And I don't know if that's, can I put just a button in an envelope? Will that make it? It's so light.
Maybe.
I'll ask. But Amanda said yesterday, she's like, wow, look how different the shot putters look next to the sprinters. I was like, yeah, I think that's kind of the point.
should do one year where everyone switches.
They just make the shot putters run the 100.
It's like a lottery, and you pick what your event is. That's what the
Ooh.
Olympics should be. They should pick average Joe
Ooh.
people from each country,
Yeah.
and they just have to put their hand in a fishbowl and like, I got diving.
Here we go. Belly flops coming in hot, baby. That's a genius idea. Did you hear that somewhere? Is that your idea?
That's my idea.
I like that. Okay, so so the guy who Joe Kovacs, who's the shot putter, guess what? They had his shirts that his family wears. Guess what the pun is?
I don't know.
Joe Throwvax. Get it? Because he's a shot putter and he throws the shot put from his chin. Throwvax. I think it's dope. Matt the Beer Man says track and field has been amazing. Do you not like that pun?
So when he's older, does he do Throwback Fridays?
Oh, there we go. That's what we were looking for. Okay, Kaika. I see you shaking that ass. So Ken's in the Botatorium. Day 1 of the weight loss challenge getting hot. Yeah, the track and field has been awesome. Our basketball team, after a first-round loss to France, we're in the final against Kaika, the men's basketball. France.
Wow.
Rematch of the first-round loss. We beat, I believe we beat Serbia yesterday. And France beat Slovenia by 1. And you know who the star of Slovenia is? Luka Doncic.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
What?
I don't follow basketball.
You should.
I think it's the most boring sport.
Ooh, Adrian Mem says Game of Phones. I kind of like Phone-a-Throne. Like we put Ken on a throne
Like
with
a
a
toilet?
phone. Ooh, that's not bad. With a toilet phone. All right, we went dark here. All right, our guest is here, the one and only Mr. Ray Austin. Ray, live from Chicago, I believe. The legend, the one and only Ray Austin.
What's happening?
What's up, buddy?
Turn my headphones up.
You're good.
Turn them up.
Ray, I will say this, man. It's taken me forever to get you on the show, and I apologize. But
I was like, was that my fault? Because
No,
I was like,
no.
I don't think that was my fault.
that's on me. That's 100% on me.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah. That through this whole FCF process.
Whoa. Before you start that,
Yeah.
you was talking about Olympics, man. Look,
Yeah.
I was a hurdler. I was an All-American hurdler in
No
high
way.
school. And so, yeah, man, the second fastest time in the country in 1993. Look it up.
What?
300 hurdles. I did, yeah. So I went to the Keebler International, ran over Australia,
Shit.
and got smoked because I was in football shape at that time.
Oh,
and
no.
I went from Australia literally to Tennessee, went to summer school. But
Dude, our
Did you see
hurdlers.
you see the guy that ran the 400, the 45. I mean,
Dude,
blazing.
Guys-
blazing.
guys weren't running in the 400 without the hurdles. He was running faster than a lot of those guys without
I
the
mean,
hurdles.
45. Oh my gosh,
Insanity.
Insane.
Yeah.
Insane. So yeah, I loved it. I love the wrestler, the young lady.
Yeah.
Who won. That was awesome. She was stoked. That was
So
great.
cool.
It's been. I mean, it's with all the stuff's been going on. It's been a good
distraction. Good distraction.
Yeah.
I was really bummed that our 4x100 didn't make the final.
I know, man. Like one of my buddies I went to high school with, we had a really good. We won two state track championships when I was in high school.
Wow.
And one of my good friends is Jason Rouser. He was the anchor on the 4x4 with Michael Johnson and all those guys.
Man.
So,
Remember how Michael Johnson ran that like straight
I know
up?
you just said like,
Oh, dude, it was awesome.
you're like, how does he run like that?
I
He's so
don't-
blazing
It's
fast.
like a
It was
chicken.
hilarious.
That Atlanta Olympics was awesome. That
Yeah.
Atlanta Olympics with Michael
Yeah,
Johnson.
that was great. That was some like stars.
Yes.
Like
yes.
icon stars that we like. Oh man, the Carl Lewis when he did
Yeah.
the jump.
Yeah.
I think it might have been his last one.
I think that was his last one. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was good.
Jackie, because I have been kind of obsessed with the Olympics since I was like the 88.
Really?
Well, the first one I remember is 88 in Seoul,
Okay.
which was like the Janet Evans swimming, FloJo running. That Olympics was what kind of like in my brain every 4 years I was glued to that television for the Olympics because I just loved it.
Yeah. I was a fan. I was a fan. Didn't have football in it, so maybe fan control Olympics would be so dope.
Dude, right? Yeah. I mean, here's the thing with professional sports in the Olympics, I'm like very hot and cold. right? Like I think some sports should be featured that don't have the advantage of like an NFL or an NBA kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure,
right?
sure, yeah.
But also, football in the Olympics would be awesome, right? Like there's a total flip of that. Yeah,
it would be a flip, Bo. You're totally right.
Yeah.
We wouldn't even have to. I mean, like Tom Brady or like Alvin Kamara would have to show. We like sit like the backups, and we would still like dominate. So.
I know, right?
Maybe rugby is rugby in the Olympics.
Rugby is in the Olympics. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Because our women actually did pretty well. I don't know if we medaled, but we had our women's rugby team is actually pretty awesome.
Oh,
yeah. Because
and they got breakdancing in the Olympics this week. Boy,
what they do?
I thought so. I thought it was didn't it? I'm pretty sure breakdance is in or going into the Olympics.
It should be because that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. That's what I want.
I'm out of retirement on the boy. I get some cardboard right now. Start tearing up boxes right now.
Right, I got to show you. My dad invented this dance called the chair dance at a wedding about, I don't know, maybe 25 years ago. And he can dance with a chair like you got served, like nothing I've ever seen before. We did it at my wedding to the point where people are like, how long's your dad been doing that chair dance? It's like a while. I was like, yeah, he's good. Bring chair dancing, like incorporate items in the break dancing, just like put with a chair or something in there. Sign me up, right?
Okay, hey man, I will come out of retirement on y'all. That's for real.
Watch that Achilles. How's the Achilles feeling? For those
man, you know what? It is what it is, man. I was telling somebody the other day, man. I did cupping on my neck.
Oh.
Because my neck just flares up, man, and I go blind literally because it's just the pain is just so bad. It's like I feel like I'm an old pickup truck, man. Like it is what it is, man. I just I keep trucking. I'm so used to my body at some point hurting. It was so funny because I was doing some push-ups the other day. My wife's like, "Why? What are you training for?" And I'm like, that's what she's always said. What are you training for? What is out there that what are you training? Like I'm just doing it, and I just remembered this is when I hurt my shoulder shooting the video with Quavo in Atlanta. And every time I think of Quavo, I think of my shoulder. I'm like, every time.
Right in there.
I think of my shoulder every time. But it is what it is. I'm still tippy-toeing, but it don't stop me, man. I'm just hard-headed. I'm just hard-headed.
Yeah, we're doing a weight loss challenge here on the channel for the next 3 months. Okay.
Oh, okay.
We did a weigh-in yesterday. I didn't believe the scale when I saw it, so I gotta get back into a little bit of fighting shape, Ray.
What was it? Oh, yesterday was the weigh-in for the first day of it.
Yeah, I pushed.
Okay, what was you hitting?
208. 208.
208. Oh, we the same weight. We the same weight.
I'll take it.
I weighed myself today. I was 208.
Okay.
So
it's 208.
My goal is always to be at playing weight. You never know when you might get called in.
What is your playing weight? 208?
208. That's what I'm saying. You never know. Be like,
Ray,
you're like, I'm ready.
I didn't know that I was over 200 pounds. I got to be honest with you. I think that my playing weight should be somewhere around 170. And so I'm trying.
And you're probably right. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
It should be about 170.
Yeah.
But do you feel fat like at 208?
I don't not feel fat.
You got the dad body, dude.
I know.
You got the perfect dad body, man. You just had a baby, man. You right.
5 months in. Good. Now I got to get back in there.
The pregnancy, man.
Now I'm doing baby curls with her, like baby shoulder presses.
That's all you got to do. Just everyone there. Let her watch the little cartoon and just and switch.
Yep. Exactly.
Doing the traps in the back.
With the leg of a baby. Yeah.
Right. With the legs.
Yeah.
Kettlebells.
The wife comes home. She's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Kettle swings with our daughter."
There you go.
Love it. The question I wanted to ask you is because we've been on the show now for over a year for FCF, and
I thought you was about to say your show, and I was like, "Wow, I'm just now getting on."
No, not even. I want to know if your whole life have you always had like this outlook on life, positivity, because you're a very positive. You're an amazing influence on a lot of people, dude. And you have an amazing energy that I think is so infectious. We've never even met in person, and I love you. Like we've never met in person, dude.
You know what? You forget that. Yeah. I forget that sometimes. Like, damn, I've never dapped up Josh and Jeff.
No bro hugs ever.
No. Yeah. That's interesting.
I know, right?
Man, I've always said the best outlook on life. I think I've always felt in my head I was a superhero, like seriously. So in my head, I'm a comic book all day long, and I get to live it, and it's fun, and it's I've always been motivated to do things and just be more than like just a football player. But even when I was playing football, like I was like, when I found out that's what I wanted to do in my life, I was done. And I'm so like, I think my wife always says, like, when there's something I'm working on, I get focused. I'm just, I've done it before. So I've got the blueprint. I say that meaning that I used to want to play NFL football when I was like 8 years old.
Sure.
So I kept that I used to slap up, Deion Sanders over here, Bo Jackson right there. And that's what I saw every day. Mm-hmm. That was my social media. You know what I mean? So I was filtering my face in them helmets and and that's how I saw myself. And when I made it, it was just like, I knew I had the blueprint of life. Like I did it. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna throw that out and put this in, and that's just been my blueprint. It's just like, life is too short, and we all got so many talents, man. It's just like, let everybody see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you mess up, so what? That's the failure. You're gonna fail. That's a part of life. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you can't let that get you down. Like, I think life like a DB. They always say you gotta have a bad memory. Like, you can't be a good DB if you don't have a bad memory. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never gotten beat, even to this day. Ever. I can't remember any time ever. And that's how you have to think of life. Like, because I gotta be up and get up and play the next play. If not, they're gonna go right at you. Yep. I did this IG post. Okay. And it just, I was watching the game one of the weeks. I was like, man, you know what? I remember that time. And I was at Alabama. It was my senior year, and I went from safety to corner in 1 year. My dad was like, I remember my coach was like, yo, we want to move you it'd be the best way for our defensive backfield to be, really good. And we were really good. All three of us three of the four got drafted. Damn. I went down the corner and I was nervous. And like you just said, playing weight, I went all the way down to 196. Damn. I started boxing so I could work on my hand movement, so I could be faster at the line. Yeah. So, and I knew if I lost weight, I'd be faster. And so we played in the Alabama game, and in the first quarter, Alabama come at me and they run a fade, and I have great position. Boom, nothing happens. Great pass deflected. Yeah. They came right after me the next play, like a different route, but still a long route. And I end up intercepting the ball. And it was just like, man, things are gonna happen. People gonna test you. And it was like, that to me was always my like go-to things. Like, if he would have caught the ball or didn't catch the ball, it didn't happen. I got to think about the next play right now. Right. And I knew when they went at me in the first quarter, first play, I was like, okay, they're going to start coming at me all week. They think I'm weak because I'm a safety plan. And when you hear the broadcaster literally says, Ray was a former safety, so they're probably going to attack him. And then they came back the next play, and then I picked it off, and it was just like, you on that island, man, you nervous. Sure. But, I was able to get over, get past that and always just have that, bad memory and just keep pushing and just keep trying to, be great, do everything whatever I have in my life that I want to do, I just like, let's do it. And that's how I'm here. I was blessed to be, part of this thing. Yeah, dude. It's because I feel like half the time I'm picking up my bootstraps. Do you know what I mean? And I try to have a short memory, but I also have, I've got a weirdly long-term memory in certain things. I don't hold grudges or anything like that, but, learn from your mistakes, but learn from the challenge. Right. Yeah. Learn from the challenge. Like put the challenge to yourself. Cause again, this weight loss challenge, anything in my life, if you were to put it in a competition, that's why I kind of treat like everything as a competition, which for my wife is exhausting, right? It is exhausting. For her, cause she's not that competitive. Right. And I have that competitive spirit of like, hey, I bet I can eat dinner faster than you. And she's like, you don't have to do that. I'm like, I know, but I could. Like, if we really wanted to. Our dentist knows. We get out the chair and she go, I don't have any cavities and I got one. I'm like, damn. Yeah, I know. Right. The whole thing. I'll be like, can you count that again? Come on. Yeah, you got count again one more time.
X-ray me one more time. You got to be wrong.
That's just how I'm like, and I love that. It's just, it's me always like thinking of a flaw that I can help and like grow out of and be better at or something like that. So I feel you. I definitely feel you.
I got to give a shout out to two people here real quick in the chat. Haskell420 says, Jets drafted Ray in 1997. Jets, Jets. Haskell's a big Jets guy. And I got to tell you a quick Jets story. You know what? I'm going to save the Jets story because I've told it on this show already. I'm going to save it for the FCF show this afternoon because I think you'll dig this Jets story. It's very funny. And our buddy Kingsport Cal from Tennessee, Ray. Kingsport Cal from Johnson City, Tennessee.
Johnson City.
Or Kingsport, Tennessee. But my buddy Ken lived in Johnson City. The Tri-Cities their area, so Kingsport, Johnson City. He says, I'm 6'3", 163. Whoo! I have a high metabolism. I can eat a large pizza and drink a 12-pack of beer and never see a difference. It's a blessing and a curse. That's the dream scenario, right?
That's D's, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I said that, like, D's is the type of body, like, when he puts on mass, he looks bigger, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because he's so long and he's got lanky muscles, man.
Right.
So it's like he got that swimmer's body, so you can pack on that muscle. You just look like a superhero.
I was a swimmer, Ray, and I never had the swimmer body. I think that was the problem, right? No,
I wasn't going to go down that route.
But I have this theory, Ray, is that there's no like normal black dudes, right? You're either shredded or you're big, right? There's no white black guy in the middle. Just like, he's got a dad bod. I've never seen a black guy like that in my life. You're either Ray Austin.
I told my wife, I said, man, I can't wait to get my dad bod, man. I'm giving straight. I'm like, when I'm done with acting and all, I'm gonna be just
let it go. He's gonna let it go.
Go, man. I can't wait.
I'm telling you, Ray.
My grandkids sitting on my belly, like, man, I cannot wait, bro. I saw the pictures of you and baby girl. I was like, that's it. That's it, man. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
You used to come home, work out. Now I come home and I just play with the baby because you miss them. It's all you want to do is just hang out with the baby. It's so fun. It's like what we kind of talked about in FCF. My weight fluctuates. I'm a great fluctuator, right? I'm like thin for a minute, and all of a sudden the weight is back, and I don't know how it got there. Like it just like jumps on me.
So what are you doing? See now you done told me about this. Now I gotta be. This is the thing about me. You don't know when people tell me their ideas or the thing. I hold them. I'm like, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
You told me about that shit. What happened? Like,
hold them accountable.
Yeah. Hey, don't tell me about it then. So what are you doing? What are you gonna do different? So
my first and foremost is diet. I am a constant snacker and an overeater. I can't do that. I was talking to Jeff about the fasting, the intermittent fasting.
Intermittent fasting. Okay.
I can't do that.
I won't bring that up. I won't even bring that up. Okay.
If I get super hungry, I kind of get hangry. But if I can like eat healthy snacks throughout the day and separate those with like I'm not like a huge meal guy except dinner. So if I can reel back my dinners diet wise and hit some, healthier snacks throughout, then I'm going to feel good about myself, right? Then I got to up the fitness, right? So I got to get back into working out like a solid 40 minutes a day if I can get it.
Swimming, that's it. I mean, look, you're already good at that. You're right. Just bam. And I thought swimming or boxing, greatest way you can shred yourself because it's all full body stuff. Okay, go ahead.
So swimming or boxing, and I did just see 2 doors down from me, I was walking by the other day, and a guy had his garage open, and it looked like his either young son or like his young daughter. I couldn't tell. They had long hair, and it was from a distance. Was boxing in a boxing ring with his son in his garage, and I was like, you know what? Community. Let's set up a community. I'm going to go over and knock on the door and just say, hey, man, I would like to work out in your garage. Is that okay with you?
Or you could just get your own speed bag.
That's true.
That's true. In my garage in Chicago, I had just put a speed bag up. I just go in there every hour, like boom, 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 just get a little nice workout. Get it. I didn't too much care about the heavy bag, but either way, my wife likes to do the whole kickboxing stuff, so we just never put one up.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely put a speed bag up there. Boxing, jumping rope, swimming. Those are the 3 basic ones you can do that be like super cardio real fast.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get back in the pool because I found like a long distance pool by my house, only 8 minutes away. and I think it's like $2.50 to jump in the pool. So
here's another thing. 10-minute abs.
Okay.
You can do something for 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
You eat for about 20.
Okay.
So 10-minute abs. 10-minute abs. This is what I do in the morning. I wake up in the morning, meditate.
Okay.
10 minutes of meditation.
Okay.
10 minutes of yoga. 10 minutes of abs, and then I go work out. So I got 30 minutes of workout, all 3 different things.
Okay.
And then I go work, and then I'll do like my bike, my Peloton or whatever. What's not a Peloton? I don't even have a Peloton. It's a damn. I ain't gonna lie, I say it was a Peloton. What is that damn bike?
It's a Peloton.
It's a magnetic one. It's the one where your attention is magnetic. It's so good and it's so quiet. I can't remember what it was.
You got like a monorail over there, right?
And I mean, I'm literally working out on calls.
Okay.
And they can't hear me, and neither can my wife, because our desks are like, back to back from each other.
Gotcha.
So we both working from home. So
Okay.
yeah, do that. That'll get you started, man.
All right.
Because it's all mental, man. I tell my wife, man, it's a lifestyle. It's not.
It is.
You say diet, just say lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because lifestyle becomes a part of you.
Yes.
Every day.
Lifestyle. Because I put that suit on at that wedding a couple weeks ago, Ray, and it was tighter than I remember. It was a little bit tighter than I remember.
That's the fashion now. So you probably was okay. Probably had a skinny tux. Hey, I've seen skinny tuxes before. So
it's with the size of my as my dad called, use your ass to rebound. My brother was a shooter and I was not. I got some thick Italian thighs up there, Ray. So for me, I got the suit looks like a waffle cone at points.
As long as you don't have hips, you have hips.
I might have a little bit of hips, Ray.
Okay, you backing that thing up, huh? Okay, that's when you gotta kind of be like,
yeah,
I need to get in the gym a little bit.
You know what I would love. I always talk about this. I would love to have a wedding dance floor every weekend for a workout. Like give me a dance floor.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yeah. That should be a video. Just wedding dances. You just coming in with a suit on tux and just because you be dancing all day. You be sweat out. You be like,
totally.
Man, I could do this every day for a workout.
Every day. Like my dress shoes that are a little slippery so I can get the Michael Jackson feet going, move them all around a little bit.
That should be a YouTube. We should do a YouTube channel.
Pretty good.
Straight up wedding dances. We just came up with something.
We just came up with something. The wedding dance workout with Ray and Josh. Yeah. Suit. So I was at this wedding a couple weeks ago, Ray, and there was a guy there, and he was a lot taller than me, and he was bald, and I'm on the dance floor and I'm sweating, and he pulls me aside, he's like, "Hey man, are you new to the bald game?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You need to bring a sweat rag everywhere you go."
Man. The sweat rag, my wife hates the sweat rag.
Yeah.
She was like, "Don't bring that funky rag with you."
So I had my.
I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about."
So he was dabbing me up a little bit, and then he just like, "Here, you take my back up." I was like, "This guy is prepared."
Oh, it's the worst.
Oh,
man. You gotta, if you don't have one, you're doing this, or you're just letting it dry, and then it just. There's everything is not all cool because you got a bald head.
No.
Everybody, I mean, I've been this way since I was 19 years old.
Oh, yep.
My mom was so mad that I cut my hair off because I had a real cool ass, flat top.
Okay.
It was wavy and curly, so I look like one of the guys in New Edition.
Sick.
So when I cut it off, she was pissed off. She was like, why did you cut off your hair? I've been this way this time. I love it.
Dude, you're clean, and I'm really starting to embrace the bald lifestyle. Like it took a second.
You don't look bad. You don't look wrong. You know what I'm saying? You don't look
like I shouldn't.
I don't be like Josh needs to change his hairdo because I don't trust him.
I get that D's wig with the pompadour. Yeah, I get that. Now I cut some weight, Ray. Then I look a little more svelte around the head, less neck, more head. I'm kind of feeling that.
In the beard, keep the beard low. It makes you look, chiseled to the, I learned that put the beard down underneath the chin, hide some things.
It's facial camouflage, right?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. There you
go. Dude, I love having you on the show. We're gonna have you back again.
Maybe we can talk about fan control football. Jesus Christ.
Well, you guys can watch us talk about fan controlled football every Thursday at 3 p.m. Twitch.tv/FCF. You can see the commission action. Myself, Jeff Canada, Patrick Dees. We got guests. We got all kinds of fun stuff. If you're on Twitch at 3 p.m. Pacific on Thursdays. We're laying it down. It's a ton of fun.
So super fun. We always have a good time.
Always a good time. Ray, I'm telling you, these conversations are not long enough. I'm going to get you back. We're going to do it again. And I would honestly love to have your wife on too. I don't know if she does public stuff, but I would love to meet her
hilarious.
as well. Yeah.
Oh, she's hilarious.
You know what we should do? We should do a Josh Brady, my game show on Friday. You and your wife versus each other.
A game show? How you do?
He likes it.
See, I'm like, I don't know. She's good. She's like, give me. Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna throw that at her, Jay.
See?
I'm gonna throw that at her.
I put the challenge out there, Ray. I put the challenge out there. He's the man. Ray Austin, dude, I'll see you this afternoon. You're the best.
Appreciate you, man. See you in a little bit.
See you, buddy.
All right.
Ray Austin, the one and only. Haskell 420 just said it. We need Ray on Josh Brady. He's right. Yep, I'm going to get Ray and his wife on. We're going to make that happen. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in with us on a Thursday. We're going to do some videos that make me smile, and then we're going to get to the weight loss challenge. Kaika and I are going to do a push-up competition every day. That's what our...
What?
Yep,
No.
Yeah.
I barely made the 20 last time.
It's fine.
No.
I'm keeping you honest.
No.
We're doing some workouts in here. We're going to go for a little the friendly walk for 20 minutes. Friend walk.
Tomorrow. I bought some workout clothes, so tomorrow. I didn't bring them today.
Keep yourself honest. Weight loss challenge. Hashtag GPA weight loss challenge. Hashtag it. J-Man Porto, legend, in here. Great chat today. Really, really good. All right, what's first? All right, watch this. You ready for this? Watch this.
I like when they sit like people.
I know. Is that Frodo? Is that Frodo? Oh, man, look at this. Hey, man, what are you doing out here? Oh, just living the dream. Guys, let me tell you something.
Those dogs look
Life
like
is
teddy
tough.
bears and fried chicken
I
all in
know,
one.
they really do. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, we should put that on like the Golden Doodle website.
Like,
Does your dog look like fried chicken and teddy bear at the same time? Welcome to Golden Doodle life. Like he's not even recognized. He's just like, guys, I just needed 5 to myself. Okay, so just give it to me, would you? Awesome. All right, what's next? Okay, Ikaika, we were talking about Heelys. Okay, watch this guy go. This is us. We could be doing this. If we're talking about the weight loss challenge, this could be a really good workout.
Man,
We could really hurt ourselves, but
it's
also...
empty skate park, too.
I know. I love a skate park. I love it. Where is this? This looks like a Xanadu. This looks like Canada, maybe. I don't know where it is, but this guy's a genius. I really feel like we should get Heelys. Maybe we should put them on the Amazon wish list, see if anybody buys us Heelys.
Get all our sizes, put them on there.
Yep, exactly.
Yes.
All right, what's next?
Last one.
Last one. Now, listen, I know that's not the proper way to throw a bowling ball. I know. And I know you're going to, like, hurt the lane. I think you, like, dent wood and stuff.
Yeah, it's...
But there's no one way to swing a golf club. I'm not condoning this activity. I want to put that forward. Cody Hall would be really upset with me. But the fact that he's not sliding down the alley is one, because sometimes when I throw, shockingly, I throw the bowling ball very hard, Ikaika. We haven't been bowling. We should go bowling. Do you like bowling?
Yeah.
I
Bring a
love
lot of
bowling.
hand sanitizer.
Yep, tons of hand sanitizer. Maybe we do like an afternoon bowl session on a Monday.
Yeah, isn't there one on like Ventura?
Yeah, pins.
Yeah.
We can do a live Twitch from there, bowling. Easy peasy during the weight loss challenge. But I throw the bowling ball really hard, and sometimes my fingers get stuck, and I launch the ball, and it ends up like halfway down the lane. Not purposefully.
That's the hard part. You have to find the right size of hole.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they're either you don't get a good grip or just like
too light. Yeah. Or it's too exactly. I can't do the spin. I'm telling you, we say it. Cody Hall, very good bowler. You know who else is a very good bowler? Ken Knapsack. He's like he looks dainty in his bowling shoes, and he throws the ball, but he's got this like nice release of the bowling ball.
You know, I'm on the punching idea now. We need to find an arcade that has those punching machines and see who can hit the hardest.
There was this bar on Sunset called Happy Ending, and they used to have a punch machine, and I was pretty good, but I would do like the run and punch. I think you can only do like the stand whap, or like a full body. You can't do the
Like
run
a
and punch.
hook.
A hook, exactly.
Like we all have to do a hook.
Yeah.
I wonder who would punch the hardest.
LQ says, I think they would kick you out for throwing balls. I think you're right. I think you're 100% right. Thank you all for joining us here on the Positivity Report. That's weird. Sulkyard 1990 says that's Cody Hall's session for sure. Big weens. Yeah, we'll invite Cody. Maybe we'll invite the Wangers and we'll do like a little live stream of all of us bowling.
Crossover event.
Little crossover event. Like Chicago Hope and Chicago Med coming together for Chicago PD with Chicago EMT and Chicago Law. All in one bowling show.
CSI Chicago.
CSI Chicago.
NCIS.
And is NCIS is the C in NCIS Chicago? National Chicago Investigative Specialties?
Probably National Crime
Oh.
Institute of Superpowers.
Oh,
I don't know
that
what it
makes more sense. Yeah. Thank you all again for joining us this afternoon, the afternoons at 4:30 live here on the YouTube channel. Tomorrow morning, Mark Ellis will be here for the Positivity Report, and then tomorrow we're going to do a pre-tape of Josh Brady versus Amanda Macuga versus Mike Falzone in a little battle of friendship and wifingry. What? But that'll go live for everybody at 2 p.m. as per usual. Remember, you choose positivity every single day. It's an act of choice. Call somebody, text them, tell them you love them. It's way easier to love than hate. Choose happy. Find the good. We'll see you tomorrow.